Welcome to another episode, everyone. Back on Fig goes up crazy. Check this out. So Poetic Flakko calls in. First of all, Moose Man right here gets into it with S-Mac. Moose Man calls S-Mac dirty or something, say he ain't getting no money from the podcast. They go back and forth. And then from that exchange, more fallout, because I saw a clip on Instagram last night. I don't know if they put a clip here on YouTube back on Fig, but I saw it on Instagram. They posted it on Instagram where S-Mac was going at T-Rail. They were getting into it. This was not a play. They were getting into it over this situation right here. S-Mac was telling T-Rail, and I'm going to get to that. I'm sort of spoiling it maybe, but this is important, I believe. S-Mac is telling T-Rail, you don't stand up for me how I stand up for you. He was talking about this situation right here with Moose Man. He said, I don't like how when Moose Man was just on the show and was coming at me, you didn't have my back. And I've always had your back in the street with street dudes and this and that. T-Rail like, so what? I ain't tell you to have my back. I mean, it was crazy. But he's talking about this situation right here. So they're going back and forth right here. Then they call Poetic Flakko. And Poetic Flakko, because he had made some content saying that No Jumper is trash, and the Monday show on No Jumper is trash, and that's the show that Moose Man is on. So Moose Man took exception to that. So they start going at it on the phone. But Poetic Flakko, he's real tough on the phone. He's going at Moose Man. He won't let him talk. They all sort of turn on Moose Man, for Poetic Flakko. I don't know, but we'll see what's happening with Back on Fig. They over there, since T-Rail and Smack then got into it, but they're brothers. This happens. I'm sure they're working out. S-Mac is important to, or Smack, whatever the hell, is important to Back on Fig. I'm sure T-Rail knows that.
He said them shit because they don't get enough
No,
views.
I show up every single weekend and pop my ass off on every Wednesday, for sure.
TV shit. That's crazy.
No, there's benefits to both.
Look, this ain't bots. The food community, this is your people.
Oh God.
This is gonna show up.
Your culture.
You see what Duno finna do? You see what these you see what Brett
Shout out.
I don't know why Moose Man is sitting there with that leather suit on. I'm sure it's not that great. It's not cold in there. He might be hot under there and sweating and all that. But they said that he said something about Nolan. I guess about Nolan Wells, Moose Man. I'm not sure what he said, but someone had said in the comments, I can't believe he spoke on Nolan. I don't know if he does it right here or somewhere else. And some people were not happy about that. So I'm not sure what he said, but apparently it wasn't great. But Sharky there, he's from Hoover, sitting next to S-Mac. And he said about Cyrus that he shouldn't have been stealing. When they asked him, well, what about Cyrus, and the Asians killing him? He said something about he shouldn't be stealing. Shouldn't have been stealing. He was not stealing. And people were saying, well, that's his people. What do you expect him to say? Well, if that's your people, then take your ass over there with your people. Get the fuck out of our neighborhoods. Get the fuck out of our culture, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Because he wasn't trying to steal anything. Don't be profiting from our culture, being a part of our culture, and then speaking down on our culture at the same time. I don't care who you are or where you're from. If you're not black, then stop speaking on our culture. I don't even care if you're from a black gang, or take your ass over there to your people then. If you can't straddle the fence. You can't say, I'm riding with y'all, that's my people. I'm from y'all, I'm from y'all gang, I'm riding with blacks. And then when an issue happens between the two races, and you're from this race, you take your racist side. Well, take your ass over there to your racist side. That's a whole nother subject, and they probably won't be happy that I just said what I said, but I'm just speaking how I feel.
motherfuckers is doing, this is y'all people. That right there, 22 tickets. I don't give a about them views.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The internet's different than real life.
Yeah.
The internet's different than real life.
He sold 22
Let me
tickets.
get to my point.
Yeah, I don't think
Y'all people showing up.
He sold 22 tickets. I done sold out venues from LA, Texas, New York.
And you was headlining?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
we headlining.
No, was you headlining?
Yeah. That was the
Look,
whole
bro.
thing.
Oh, for sure, my bad.
Crowd go crazy when I come out.
Nah, yeah, I don't think the promo was
said
good. I
call
hope they don't give
Flakko.
up on the live shows and shit like that. But,
I hope he do. I hope he do.
what?
I hope he give up. But look,
Flakko, you.
No, Flakko.
Call Flakko.
Nah, don't call him on my episode. Straight up. Don't call Flakko on my shit. Don't call Flakko on my shit. Flakko. You ain't gonna. Okay. We gonna bring up some shit then. Okay, for sure. For sure. That little girl. Call him up.
Look at his eyes out there.
Yeah. Call him up.
oh, hold on. He want the voicemail. He probably doing the video. Oh,
FaceTime him.
You know he paid for right now. He can't talk. That girl he paid that for. She younger than the documentary. We was speaking about the game. She younger than the documentary.
Well,
2005. She was born after that. That's all I gotta say about Flakko. You feel me?
Why you beef with him?
Because he was speaking crazy on me. I don't know why. Once he left No Jumper, he started like smutting all the hosts that stayed on No Jumper. So you know, we just gonna go at it.
we still
nothing personal.
we not going. We not changing this subject. So he gonna leave y'all.
Yeah, he is. He gonna leave y'all fast like
He doesn't feel like y'all platform is big enough for him to,
GD.
you know what I'm saying, to stay.
Nah, it ain't gotta be
And
one or the
he's
other.
saying there's no longevity there.
Yeah,
Are y'all
yeah.
listening to this? Because y'all heard this. Because we can rewind it.
Lock it in.
And he's talking about view-wise.
Yeah.
We're not
It's like when
talking
you was
about
on
no
Back on
views.
Fig and you was on
We're
at
not
the end of the day.
talking we're not talking about views, though.
Why's it gotta be one or the other though?
When I had to start my own platform to realize and come to the realization that you have to build something of your own,
Right.
For sure.
to further yourself. And I
Facts.
feel like what y'all doing here is something way bigger
Yeah.
than that shit over there.
And that's how
know
you
what I
feel,
mean?
but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's benefits to both.
Oh well, maybe you feel like maybe you didn't start it and it's not yours. So
Right.
you can go on both.
Yeah, I could go on both. I could go wherever I want. The earth is my turf. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you gonna
That's a
stay.
good
You gonna
part.
say, oh yeah, because it's not yours. Because he'll kick you out. He'll
Right.
fire you.
Yeah, he could fire me whenever he wants.
Oh yeah, so
for sure.
so he a whole ass. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you
No,
know what I'm saying?
damn,
I'm a podcaster.
Don't
I'm
be
still
icky.
building my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I got my own YouTube channel, but the most numbers I get are on other platforms where I go, and people want me to go on them big platforms, even though I got 2,000 YouTube subs, because I really pop that shit when it comes to this
But don't
podcast
you
and
think
shit.
that-
I really do that.
Don't you think you
I really do
on
that.
your channel though? If you popping and making everybody your shit pop, why you don't make your
But I
own
bring it
shit
back to
pop?
my shit. I was live reacting to the game and YG shit.
Call the other phone.
Hey,
Oh, my bad. My bad. My
What's up, Flakko? It's Moose.
Nah,
Hey,
don't try to be
Flakko, it's
cool,
Moose.
nigga.
I'm live on Back on Fig, man. I got this whole ass man with me, man.
Listen, bro.
Hey, Flakko.
You gotta tell me beforehand, man, that you live. You a grimy.
Man, come
trying
on,
to
man. I'm
bleed you.
live. I just told you. He's talking all in the background, and I'm live, man. You feel me? I got,
Bet, man.
Man.
Nah, man. What's up, T-Ray? What's
Hey,
up,
Moose
man?
said you a
man, I got this whole ass man here, man. The chat been saying, man, call this Flakko, call this Flakko. This been saying, you better not call this. I'm gonna make sure I bring up the girl.
You right.
And I'm trying to figure out what the girl.
Yeah, well, here, bro. Listen, bro. We did a whole podcast on it. I got like a video of like, there's like 120,000 views right now, like and debunking and like all that shit. So I'm good. Like, why? Wait, here, right? So what is?
You get 120,000 views on every video. So just because you got 120,000 views saying that you debunking that doesn't mean a damn thing. I don't know anything. You know, I don't know what he's referring to, the allegations, I guess, Munchie Beat hurled at Poetic Flakko concerning an underage girl that Munchie B says Poetic Flakko paid some money to, or $2,500 somewhere or something. Poetic Flakko said it never happened, and this is what they're talking about, and this is what Mooseman is talking about this girl. So right here in this part, he hasn't talked about S-Mac being dirty, but he talks about him being dirty and not making any money at some point. But him and Flakko about to get into it.
So okay, so like, why the call? Like what you want me to talk about?
Hey, you a Flakko.
Do you really this, or is it just some cap ass shit?
Which
The Moose man, he said you been smutting his name ever since he got on No Jumper. You don't like him, you don't with him, and this and that and the other. And he just wanted to know what the real problem was.
Bro, listen, bro. I'll be 1,000% okay. There's certain realm where you know, right? Like you feel me? Like where you know, my job is to ruin their lives and get them in jail and as much as I can. Right? You know, listen. You know,
I'm not a criminal. You buy that's criminal activity, my boy. That's against the law.
Yeah.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, my boy. That girl younger than the documentary. I don't care if she was freshly 18. You got videos where you say 18-year-olds is kids, my boy.
Can we do one, Mike?
Yeah. But he been yapping for me.
Right. But so like you know, brother, you know who personally, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Moose Man on there getting abused. T-Rex said, can we do one mic? No, we're not going to do one mic. He over here speaking on me. I'm about to say something in return. I'm not going to just give him the floor and let him speak on me. He already said not to call him on during his interview time. I'm here, y'all here to interview me. And I don't want to give Poetic Flakko the floor, but y'all call him anyway. It's your platform. You can do whatever you want to do. But then Poetic Flakko was saying what he was saying. He wants to respond. But anyway. They sitting right here calling him all kind of 304s, Moose Man, all kind of hoes. This whole ass ninja. Damn. He just sitting there in his plaid leather suit. Just, yeah, man. No, dog. That's out. Hell no.
Who I hate. Everybody else, I promise you, T-Rail, like, I don't be thinking of them. Right, so like Moose falls into the category of dudes who, bro, I don't be thinking of to say I hate this. Now, do I like this? Well, I don't, simply because we had a conversation. It was supposed to be good, and then I look up and he's talking shit.
Nah, you were speaking away on the Monday show, calling the Monday show a failure. That's my show, my boy. So that's shot. So it's like it's back on and cracking. You was on the phone with me and Ricky, and you saying, "Call me if you need anything, bro. It's all good." And then exactly. That's what.
Yeah. So because I'm a good. Right. So again,
that's not.
If we talk, again, I can't go back and forth. So again, if we talk and it's supposed to be all good, and then I look up and you're talking shit again.
You spoke first, my boy. You spoke first. This is not real. This ain't real.
So, all right, cool. So, okay. So
you said everybody's bums, but Rios and Doughboy. So that's me.
So again, like, okay. So I think you're trying to overtalk because you know you're wrong. So that conversation that you just brought up, again, the conversation that you just brought up, where you're saying you started bombing on me. Because I guess, like we said, that the Monday show is an abject failure. That conversation that me and T-Rail had was a reaction to you dissing on your show about podcasting skills. I didn't even see that as a diss. All I said was, how can Moose make a 3-hour video talking about these bad at podcasting when Adam came publicly and said the Monday show has been an abject failure so far? That was, again, that's what you are quoting verbatim.
I'm talking about communication skills when I do rankings. You have a stutter. You can barely talk. That's why you're not good at podcasting. That's all I said.
Okay, pause real quick, though. So again, when you can say, yo, these podcasts is this, and this, and it's not a diss, and it's just critique, and then I say, Adam said publicly the Monday show has been an abject failure, and you took that as a diss. Again, there's something wrong with you where you feel like you could discuss how everyone want to discuss.
I said you were a C-tier podcaster. That's not calling you a failure. That's different. That's different levels. There's different degrees.
Again, though, you're trying to overtalk because you understand you're wrong.
No, you've been yapping for 5 minutes straight. I'm giving you time to talk, my boy.
Again, y'all called me. So again,
T-Rail called you.
What you're discussing was our reaction to your live stream where you said podcasting skills is this, and this, and other podcasts have been a failure. You said.
Never said that. I've never said any podcast was a failure. You're making shit up now. That's not true. You're just trying to equate what I said to the level of shit you said so you can make it seem as though I started it when you did.
Bro, listen, bro, why do you sound so frustrated? Listen, bro, I'll let you
talk about frustrated.
Let him talk.
You and Munchie B phone call was frustrated.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
You're wrong for some reason. And again, bro, I don't understand why you're trying to overtalk. I will let you talk. Y'all called me. So again, that was a reaction to you doing an entire live talking about, yo, they are this level and this level and this level because their podcast is like 10,000 views. He started blah, 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 right? Hey, right. He had like this podcast and this podcast don't do well and this podcast don't do well. This does 5,000 views. This does 2,000 views. All the other podcasts he does off No Jumper doesn't do well. So here's when we're reacting to you saying that. I said, well, he can't really say that because if that's the metric he's using to say, yo, he's on this level. Well, Adam says his only podcast that he said that he's on with Moose, Adam says is an abject failure.
He's never said that, by the way. He's never said that.
When Adam brought you and Doughboy on, that's the episode that Adam was supposed to fire Doughboy. During that episode, Adam says it's been a failure so far. Look it up. That's a fact. So I'm saying this.
You're talking about Doughboy getting fired. That was all a play.
No, pause. That
just shows you believe in everything you see on the internet.
Again, that episode where Adam teased firing Doughboy, Adam says it's been a failure so far. That's a fact. I'm saying.
Why do you think it's a failure? If he's threatening to fire Doughboy, what would you attribute the failure to be? Would it be Moose Man or the guy that's on trial to get fired?
Adam says verbatim, right? I had this idea for the Monday show, but the Monday show has been a failure so far. I'm saying if Moose is saying that he's on this level because those shows have been, I guess again, not doing well, how can Moose now put himself on this level when Adam said this? Again,
because that wasn't my reasoning, though, Flakko. The reason why I ranked you as a bad podcaster wasn't because you and T-Rail's podcast doesn't do the most views. You got to allow me to respond. I can't go back and forth, right?
No, I'll let you respond, but regardless of your reason, though, I'm saying it doesn't matter because they didn't see it as a diss. All that was, well, this and this and this. Well, his show was called a failure. You think that you can talk about everybody else and it's all good and
no, because T-Rail's on that pod and I ranked T-Rail as an A-tier podcaster. So it had nothing to do with y'all pod. That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you though, Moose, if you feel like you could discuss, however, and take it away, but as soon as you come up, it's a diss.
No, I could tell that you felt away by my ranking of you. That's why you're so emotional right now, bro, over it. Say because I ranked you a C-tier podcaster and really good at YouTube, but you're not good at podcasting. Like, how is that crazy?
And that's fine, though, Moose. And nobody considered it a diss, and nobody dissed you.
That's not how you was acting, bro. That's not how you was. You was talking about 99% of No Jumper hosts would lick cum off the floor. That's a diss, my boy. That's a diss. That don't have nothing to do with podcasting.
No. Don't deflect. That's after the fact. You said that moment is when you began to diss me afterwards. You said the moment we said the money show was a failure is when you began to diss me afterwards.
Oh my God. Sheesh. Moose Man can't get in the word. He's being accused of cutting off Flakko, but he's the one that can't get in the word. He's being packed out up in there. Flakko's saying whatever he wants to say. Damn, 99% of the No Jumper hosts will lick Kizum off the floor. Damn, just to stay there with Adam. Stay there on No Jumper where they're not getting that much money, apparently. $75 an hour, $125 an hour, depending on who you ask. And, their platforms, they all have their own platforms, but they're not getting a lot of fanfare from No Jumper to their platform. It's not driving their platforms necessarily. So, the disrespect that these individuals are over there enduring is immense. Jeez. But okay, so they're going back and forth because as we can hear, as we see, Moose Man said that Poetic Flakko was a C podcaster, that he was good at YouTube, but when it came to podcasting, because he stutters and this and that he's a C podcaster. He was ranking podcasters. And apparently, Poetic Flakko took major exceptions to that and responded by saying all other No Jumper hosts are trash and that 99% of them would lick Kizum off the Flizzor in order to keep their jobs or what have you. So you see what's going on. He can't get in the word, though. And, I don't care. All of these individuals, they're all profiting. They all do podcasts and videos about what's going on in our community and what's happening with our culture. So I don't care for any of it.
I never dissed you, fool. I never dissed you until you started popping it. That's all it is, man. So it's back on.
After we said the version was a failure.
Nah, bro.
You thought that was a diss?
It was a diss. That is a diss.
Cool. Okay, then fine. Then you say podcast skills is this.
Okay, yeah, fine. Then I started it. It's still then. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? If Nolan Wells is a kid, how you talk about in all your videos, and so was that little girl. So was that 18-year-old girl. If Nolan Wells is a kid in your eyes, so was that girl.
Pause. Again, T-Rail. Again, was talking about this and this, right? Cool. I caught it. I exposed flaws.
No, man, don't even mention Nolan Wells and don't put him in this conversation. Nolan Wells has nothing to do with this. I don't know why anyone didn't say that to him. Don't refer to him in this way. Nolan Wells is a kid. He was a kid. He was 18 years old, but he just had become a man, if you will. Still some things that he can't do until he's 21. So it depends on how you look at it. Nevertheless, what does he have to do with this stupid ass conversation? Nothing. And that's what I'm saying. These individuals talk about us and our community and make videos and podcasts profiting from our plight, our turmoil, our creativity. That's okay as long as you don't secretly hate my people. But some of these individuals, I don't know. I don't trust them. So stop speaking on my people.
And now they're trying to keep right.
Is Nolan Wells a kid in your eyes?
I caught in, exposed flaws, and now they deflected.
Is Nolan Wells a kid in your eyes?
Wait, the apostle, cool. You admitted what?
Is Nolan Wells a kid in your eyes? Yes or no?
You are a hypocrite.
Yes or no?
Contradictory, and we're
yes or no? We about to prove some contradictory shit right now. Is Nolan Wells a kid in your eyes? The 18-year-old that died with all them white people. Was he a kid in your eyes?
Contradicting again.
Was he a kid in your eyes? Yes or no?
Again, we exposing you for.
Was he a kid? Yes or no?
Again, you're trying to deflect.
He won't answer the question. There's a reason. Nolan Wells was a kid at 18 when he died with all them white people with that little girl you paid for that was freshly 18 when she put 2024/2025 and her birthday's November 7th. That only leaves 2 months of 2024 where she was of age. That's scary. That's scary. That's what you should be answering to.
This right here is how you know lost, right? Because again,
is Nolan Wells a kid at 18? You talk about it in your videos. Then why isn't that girl you bought a kid?
I called in and the first thing that was, hey, Flakko, this said he was dissing you because you dissed him first. We just exposed he lied.
Still not answering the question. There's a reason he won't answer this question, chat. There's a reason he will never answer yes, Nolan Wells is a kid. Because that girl would then be a kid.
All right, so I'll
freshly 18, bro. At best, freshly 18. At best.
All right.
Moose.
All right.
Wait, pause.
Hurry up before I hang up on you.
Yeah, sorry. Moose. You and Munchie D is failing because
just answer the question. Was Nolan Wells a kid or not?
Listen, bro.
Shout out to Munchie B.
Listen, bro. Nobody in the world give a right?
I care that you're buying freshly 18. I care if nobody else cares.
Again, no, Moose. Nobody in the world gives a about what Flakko or anybody do with an 18-year-old girl on OnlyFans.
Y'all heard it, chat. Y'all heard it.
You is losing that narrative.
You heard it.
About an 18-year-old.
He wants you guys all to forget, man. He wants y'all all to forget and just move on.
Think that shit is what you.
All right, for sure, bro. It shows your moral character, bro. Your moral character. If Nolan Wells is a kid, then so is that girl that you bought.
Again, cool, bro.
Is Nolan Wells a kid, but not that girl?
18-year-old.
Why is Nolan Wells not a kid? But that girl is not a kid, but Nolan Wells is a kid.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Sheesh. Damn. I hadn't watched the whole thing. I only watched a couple minutes of it, actually. That shit is like offset my whole energy. Got me off kilter. Sheesh. my God, they were screaming back and forth. No one can really get a word in. Both of them were a bit emotional. Flakko was certainly emotional, upset at these allegations that Moose Man is hurling at him right here on the live, that the girl was a kid. She was an 18-year-old kid, he's saying. I don't know. I don't even want to get into that, these allegations and all that. I haven't covered any of that because they're just allegations. And Flakko denies them. And I haven't heard the girl, like I covered Charleston White's allegations, but the woman herself, the victim herself, the supposed victim made the allegations, not a podcaster. So I but at any rate, let me know what you think in the comments. There you have it. They're getting into it. As you can see, him and Flakko doesn't look like they're going to mend any fences anytime soon. He takes exception to what Flakko said, about 99% of them licking that stuff up off the floor. Flakko clearly takes exception and is upset about these allegations Moose Man keeps putting on him, and just did it again right here that, you paid for a kid. You paid for a kid, answer the question. Flakko is not happy about that and about those allegations. Hell, Moose Man might have a lawsuit coming. So there you go. There you have it. We'll see. We'll see what happened with Smack. I still don't even know if it's S-Smack or Smack. That's crazy because I'll be hearing both. Whatever. What him and T-Rail had to do, they got into it, as I said, over this episode. But this part didn't even talk about him being dirty, so that was somewhere else. But Smack and Moose Man gets into it as well, where Moose Man says that he's dirty, basically a dirty bum. And as I said, S-Mac is upset that T-Rail did not take up for him or was laughing at the joke as well and all of this sort of stuff. So he confronts him about this. It's not a play. And they go back and forth over it. We'll see if I get into that. Sheesh. Fuck. Stay safe and stay free, people.